What do you think?
I think we're dead meat. Real dead meat.
You're dead meat! Go ahead and laugh, you guys. If I ever find a little bastards that did this, they're dead meat.
Maybe he was just trying to get a look at Alice's sweet Luke Skywalker cosplay. Nailed it. When they get to the site, they find the Millennium Falcon sitting inside an ice crater. They march him into the back of a trailer that has a high-tech Death Star door. Jason now looks more beast than man, all twisted and evil.
He's more machine now than man, twisted and evil.
She spits in Ash's face and tears at his hair. Oh, come on, lady, he's got enough trouble on his hands. Didn't you hear that he was slated for the pit? Pits are never good. Sometimes they have sarlaccs and shit. There's more big top clown stuff, like a sarlacc at the bottom of the fire pole. Before he and Zarina head off with their new hostage, though, we've got to get a real gratuitous tit shot in here when she exposes her breasts to the Marines in a move that's explained by Tina as being a death sentence on her system. They'll be dead.
I have the death sentence on 12 systems.
I'll be careful.
You'll be dead!
So Leprechaun tries appealing to Scott's inner lap with a Star Wars reference.
Come over to the green side. I'll make you rich.
The next morning, Brandon comes downstairs and tells his parents that everything's perfectly all right now. He's fine. He's all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
After she's dead, Michael's all like, new phone, who dis? But Lori hangs up on it. Boring conversation anyway.
Who is this? What's your operating number?
Boring conversation anyway.
As if things weren't already getting out of hand, now there are two of them.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
Ash finally gets to the cemetery and finds the Book of the Dead. Wait, 2 books of the dead? Oh, no way, a fucking 3rd Book of the Dead? This is getting really out of hand.
Look at all that young, fresh chicken. Where I come from, we call them baldies.
Oh, what the fuck, dude? And what the fuck, fellow cook Ben? That shit ain't funny. Although I do have a fun fact to lighten the mood. That Ben guy is played by Robert Earl Jones. And his voice is pretty similar to his son James Earl Jones. You know, friggin' Darth Vader / Mufasa.
They're too young to even understand what's on your mind.
Talk about the dark side. The rest of the straight talking group gets trapped inside their room as the walls start closing in around them like a trash compactor on the Death Star.
You just stand there and try and brace it with something!
I'll give the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to Agent Strom, who really could have used a pair of droids to shut down all the garbage smashers on the detention level.
Shut down all the garbage smashers on the detention level! Shut down all the garbage smashers on the detention level!
And it turns out to be a feral-looking kid who Ripley follows into a hiding place that's so messy it might very well have a Dianoga hanging out down there. Out of a tar pit sprouts a couple of Dianoga-looking creatures called hammerpedes. But they still look like some clunky hunks of junk that not even a Jawa would bother to pick up and try to sell.
No, not that.
All while Hill brags about having found a way to control these ex-corpses.
Hey, give me power, undreamed of power.
Unlimited power! But just like with Umbre, she reaches out to him with compassion and even gets him to show her his face. But Jason realizes it's a trap.
It's a trap!
Yeah, kids, fix this decrepit Jungle G. That shouldn't be difficult at all. Hey, look, it's working! It's working!
It's working! It's working!
Terry, the chick who gets fashion tips from Padme in Attack of the Clones, let's just open the pod bay doors, Hal, and see what's going on. I hope he's a zombie or something. A Kiadi-Mundi looking zombie. A trio of military dudes from Arrowhead, including Private Starkiller Jessup. Crowd-surf Jessup straight out the front door and throw him to the wild, where he comes face to face with an Acklay-looking beast who snatches him up and pulls him back into the mist to eat. But then the Acklay comes back and grabs him with his big old lobster claws. The two of them have a good old-fashioned shovel fight, which someone definitely needs to edit with Duel of the Fates underneath. And although they've got a phone to the RV, Sarah and Nick are too busy with the baby, so they missed the long-distance call from Kashyyyk. They end up just rolling a propane tank at the Killbot's treads and shooting it to make it explode. Fun destruction, but Killbots aren't going on the list, because let's face it, robots aren't people. Sorry, L3.
I'm gonna go check on the dentist. You need anything? Equal rights?
Morgan manages to turn the gun around on him, but looks like the sheriff saw that coming. Oh, you saw in big doo-doo this time, Morgan.
No, again, Jaja. You saw going to the bosses. You saw in big doo-doo this time.
From the air ducts, Ann and Mark see something legitimately creepy. This gang of Garandan girls riding around on tricycles and wearing gas masks. The only thing positive I can say about him is that he does a pretty good Tusken Raider impression. Mike blurrily tells Fitzroyce, no disintegrations.
I want them alive. No disintegration.
Although Kevin's a sleazebagano,
You wanna buy some death sticks?
You don't want to sell me death sticks.
and he couldn't even get the needles out to the others, damn it, Avi, you were their only hope.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Grady lives out in a metal trailer, and he's working on his hog like a real cool guy, when Claire comes to find him wearing her best Commander Krennic cosplay. Nancy and Gordon have another private meal, and this one's got candles and a fireplace? What the fuck's going on here? Getting some serious Anakin Padme vibes. Olivia's right eye is given the Alderaan treatment. Various sharp tools start raining down upon the pair of them, but thankfully they're being dropped by some stormtroopers, so pretty much all of them miss. And amidst the blinding confusion, a Jedi-looking figure approaches the group. Gail and Jennifer team up and go to the studio archives, where Carrie Fisher cameos as a character who looks like Carrie Fisher and has some sharp words about Carrie Fisher.
I was up for Princess Leia. I was this close. So who gets it? The one who sleeps with George Lucas.
God, rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. You were amazing. Leatherface follows Erin into the plant, chasing her through rooms full of Hellraiser hooks and freezers full of dead meat. And she thought they smelled bad on the outside.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Also, if you'll allow me to repeat one more joke, I bet they thought it smelled bad on the outside.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You saved my life.
And in case that near Jar Jar quote's not bad enough.
Oh, muy, I love you. You saved my again.
And what's the doll's name, Andy?
Han Solo.
Did you say Chucky?
Get it? Han Solo? Star Wars? Mark Hamill? She winds up in the basement, where she starts having a telepathic conversation with her dead grandma? Oh, okay, sure, I guess.
But I don't know what to do, Granny. Please help me. Use your power, child.
Use the Force, Luke.
Laura, you've switched off your targeting computer. What's wrong?
Luke, you switched off your targeting computer. What's wrong?
Nothing, actually. She's about to use her powers or whatever. Maybe they're done now? Nah, Man in the Mask tackles her against the hallway and knocks her out the box, Luke.
Knock him out the box, Luke. Knock him out. Knock him out the box, Luke. Knock him out.
Their only hope to escape Death's plan is for Isabella's baby to be born. So it's a good thing her water breaks while she's waiting inside that jail cell. Yeah, you'd better get those keys, dude. It's baby time. It's baby time.
It's baby time. It's baby time. It's baby time. It's baby time.
Killbot numero uno rolls up behind him and demands identification.
Here. Klaatu, Barada, Nikto, okay?
Yep, for those of you who didn't know, that saying didn't originate in Army of Darkness, but instead the 1951 sci-fi flick The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Klaatu, Barada, Nikto.
Super nerdy fun fact, it's also referenced in Star Wars. See, Klaatu was a dude at Jabba's palace who fought with Luke Skywalker on the barge. Barada was another dude, a Klaatuinian slave to be exact, who also fought Luke and died at Carkoon. And Nikto was the species that included Klaatu and other characters, like this guy Wolf, who's often mistaken for Klaatu by total noobs. Yes, I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, and no, there will never be kill counts on him. Sorry. They even run to Ralph hanging out in their pantry for some reason. Maybe he was just trying to get a look at Alice's sweet Luke They even run to Ralph, who's hanging out in their pantry for some reason. Maybe he was just trying to get a look at Alice's sweet Luke Skywalker cosplay. She nailed it. Nailed it.